Rhea Ripley helplessly screams in agony as former WWE champion is hurt on Raw. Hello guys, welcome to my channel. I am Elena. Have a nice day. For the latest news update, please subscribe the channel and press the bell icon. Rhea Ripley helplessly screamed in agony during Raw. This happened after a former WWE champion was hurt. After winning the Elimination Chamber match, Rhea Ripley earned herself a shot at Jade Cargill's WWE Women's Championship at WrestleMania 42. All was going well in this rivalry until a few weeks ago, when B-Fab and Michin joined forces with Jade and attacked Mommy. Since then, Mommy has been battling the numbers game. However, that changed last week on SmackDown, when Io Sky came to her best friend's aid. Tonight on WWE Raw, Rhea Ripley and Io Sky teamed up against B-Fab and Michin. The Genius of the Sky was able to pick up the win for her team. Following the match, Jade Cargill, B-Fab, and Michin ambushed her. Mommy tried to rescue her, but Michin and B-Fab held her down. Jade then took a kendo stick and brutally assaulted Io Sky as Rhea screamed in agony. Rhea Ripley and Liv Morgan have a lot of history together. These two women were involved in a brutal and personal feud not too long ago. They even feuded over the Women's World Championship. It was Liv who stole Dominic Mysterio from Rhea and got her kicked out of Judgment Day. During an interview with Esteban Ramirez, Liv Morgan said that she knew Rhea was going to be a star when she first saw her in the Performance Center. She also revealed that she left Mommy her locker when she moved up to the main roster. Rhea and I have quite a bit of lore. I remember back in the Performance Center when I saw her, I knew that she was going to be a star. It was just very evident to me. So when I had gotten called up to the main roster, I had left Rhea my locker. I told her, "You can have my locker, you can move your stuff into my locker." She didn't even have a locker yet, said Morgan. It remains to be seen if Ripley will be able to take the WWE Women's Championship from Jade Cargill at WrestleMania 42. Liv Morgan shows off swollen forehead after. Stephanie Vaquer, WWE Raw attack having been attacked on WWE Raw. Liv Morgan has shown off the bruise she has received after being thrown into a TV by Stephanie Vaquer. The April 6th episode of WWE Raw saw Liv Morgan seeking to discuss Roxanne Perez's loyalty to Judgment Day, only for Stephanie Vaquer to launch an attack, disrupting the conversation. With Vaquer launching Morgan face first into Perez, then a flat-screen television, the Judgment Day member would be left with a forehead that was far from flat. In photos shared on Twitter, which you can view below, Morgan can be seen with a quite substantial lump on her forehead, with her Judgment Day teammates expressing various degrees of apparent joy at the situation. Vaquer will defend the WWE Women's World Championship against Morgan on Night 1 of WrestleMania 42, with the full card for the two-night play right here. Will this injury affect WrestleMania 42 plans? In the wake of the backstage attack, Brian Alvarez of Wrestling Observer Radio reports that Liv and Roxanne are in concussion protocol after they clonked skulls hard when Stephanie jumped Liv from behind. Hopefully, we didn't just witness a disaster affecting WrestleMania. At the time of writing, WWE hasn't made an official statement on the condition of either Morgan or Perez. With the match order for both nights being announced the day after WWE Raw, it does appear that the match is still set to go ahead on Night 1, as opposed to being held off for April 19th on a just-in-case basis. Back in 2013, WWE physician Chris Amon gave an insight into the way that concussions are handled, referencing impact testing as a way of assessing the effects of the injury. Assessment and cognitive testing. Test is still used by medical professionals to this day. Although it is worth noting it isn't a diagnostic tool so much as a method of tracking recovery by comparing scores from before and after the injury. Perez has only recently returned from an injury that required surgery with last. Knight's interaction with Morgan revolving around loyalty after Finn Balor, the man who brought her into Judgment Day, was ejected from the faction. Liv Morgan breaks silence on her role at WWE WrestleMania 42 is imminent, and all the stars of the WWE roster want to be ready. The Showcase of the Immortals cannot be considered an event like any other, being the dream of all those who approach this business and want to become champions. At Mania, it is possible to make wrestling history, and no one wants to disappoint expectations, including the WWE management, which is doing everything possible to make that weekend truly unforgettable. Like last year, Las Vegas has been chosen as the city to host the most important show of the year, and it is useless to highlight how high expectations are. Liv has her biggest WrestleMania opportunity. Among the most anticipated stars in this edition of Mania, there is certainly Liv Morgan. The latter is preparing to face Stephanie Vacher for the Women's World title, and it is no secret that she wants to take full advantage of this chance. During a long interview with Esteban Ramirez, Liv expressed her feelings ahead of WrestleMania 42 and did not hide that she has been chasing this moment since the beginning of her professional career. "Yeah, I'm super proud. It's my first year kind of headlining WrestleMania, where I have a guaranteed spot and a singles match for the Women's World Championship. It's huge, and I feel like I've spent the last 11 years of my career preparing for this very moment, and I want to deliver, and I know I'm going to deliver, and it means everything to me." Morgan explained against all odds. Liv has grown fond of her role as a heel and has no plans to return to babyface in the near future. "I like being a bad girl. I feel like you knew that. I like being a bad girl. It's just so fun and easy and freeing. You know, when you are a good guy, it's like you're valiant, and the people have to like you. They have to respect you. They have to want to root for you. And sometimes that can be very difficult, and that can be hard." Rhea Ripley advocates for WWE Evolution's annual return. WWE superstar Rhea Ripley has voiced her strong hope for the all-women's pay-per-view event, Evolution, to be held annually. Ripley, who is considered one of WWE's top talents, emphasized the significance of the event for the progression of women's wrestling, as reported by Wrestling Incorporated, Fightful, and TJR Wrestling from her recent appearance on the Abro Laura Rosenberg show. Ripley, 29, acknowledged the considerable wait between the first Evolution in 2018 and its second iteration in 2025. She expressed a desire for a much shorter interval before Evolution 3, hoping that the impactful second show would convince audiences and executives that it warrants a yearly spot on the WWE calendar. "We had to wait. What was it? 8 years for Evolution 2, Ripley stated. "I feel like we went out there and we showed everyone exactly what we can do, and I'm hoping that it takes less time now for Evolution 3. I really hope that everyone watched that and went, wow, this needs to be a yearly thing." Her comments were part of a broader discussion on the advancements in women's wrestling over the past decade. Ripley is enthusiastic about the continued growth of the division, even contemplating its state after her eventual retirement. She aims to leave a lasting legacy within the company. The second Evolution event, held last July, featured Ripley facing Iwai Sky in the main event. During this match, Naomi successfully cashed in her Money in the Bank contract to claim the Women's World Championship. In 2018, when the inaugural Evolution took place, Ripley was a recent addition to the WWE roster, participating in a dark match against Dakota Kai. Ripley also articulated a personal mission to contribute to the long-term success of the women's division. "We're trying to set up the future for better things," she explained. "I really want to leave this company where the women's division is better off." This sentiment aligns with her current stature as a dominant force in WWE, having recently won the 2026 Women's Elimination Chamber and preparing to challenge Jade Cargill for the WWE Women's Championship at WrestleMania 42.